We've got a brand new XL camera, a brand new outdoor camera. It's all joined together with Connect, and we're celebrating 10 years of BirdDog. Hi, this is Paul from OnAir with another Tech Take, and we're at NAB 2026. Dan's going to take us on a stand tour, so what do you got to show us first?
Thanks very much, Paul. We're pretty excited actually here. 10 years for us. It doesn't feel like 10 years, it feels like 5 seconds, but we've got a lot of things that we're showing off, and actually we're really proud of what we've got going on here. You mentioned about the XL camera, so we've got 2 brand new cameras we're showing off here. The XL is my favorite camera, I think, although I think I like them all just as much. The XL though has got some pretty special features. The number one standout is the 4/3 sensor. So it's the only PTZ out there that's got a 4/3 sensor.
Great.
So it gives you amazing image quality, really great dynamic range.
And I assume you put it up against some of the other cameras. How does it compare?
We are doing some shootouts against some other cameras that you may recognize. Those demonstrations are going really well, and we're finding that we're actually able to put those cameras in as permanent solutions for people. So we're very much winning on those shootouts. The image quality is great. And actually, speaking of that, without giving too much away, it's got some color profiles in here as well, which is quite unique.
And I assume you're not just talking about the color ring, you're actually
not just the color ring. You can choose whatever color you like there. And actually, as an aside, that's a deliberate move. So if you've got multiple cameras in an interview situation, you can tell someone to look at the orange camera. But back to the color profiles, the actual image profile on here, we can choose for either a Blackmagic type color profile, Sony, Panasonic, and Canon.
Okay, so you can match it to other cameras.
Yeah, so the intention there is if you've got a studio where you want to put a PTZ camera in, and that studio has Blackmagic cameras or has Sony cameras, it gets the image profile to look much closer to those cameras, making it a whole lot easier. So there's a huge amount of control in there. The 4/3 sensor on there has got a 20 times optical zoom when we're running in 4K 60. When you're running in HD, it actually extends it to 40 times optical zoom. So it's got a great zoom lens on there. You can't quite see it here, but there's actually a second camera hiding in the base as well.
Okay. So is that to help with tracking?
Yes, but it is also a true camera output as well. So,
so you can get that as well as a wide shot or something?
That's it, yeah. So it's a wide shot. It's a 100-degree field of view, and that's also a 4K 60 camera. And it's a 1/1.8-inch camera, so it's actually a good size lens in there as well.
Okay.
And both of those outputs come out at the same time. In terms of outputs, we've got full NDI, so high bandwidth NDI, as well as NDI HX3, so you can have both of those happening at the same time.
At the same time, great.
Yep. And both cameras, you can choose what outputs you like for those cameras as well.
Okay.
On the back, there is effectively any connector you could possibly like. So it's got 2 fiber connections. One of those is for SDI fiber, and the other one is for data. So if you're wanting to run a data connection for a longer run, you don't have to worry about the 300-meter cable length or 100-meter cable length to use with Ethernet.
I can see this is going to be popular.
It's it's pretty exciting. We announced this only a couple of months ago. This is the first time we've been able to show it at the show.
Yeah.
But we've been catching up on demand, and it's really exciting that we now have these in stock. They're ready to go. This isn't an announcement that might come sometime in the future. These things are real.
So we can put them up on our store and buy it next week?
Absolutely, yes.
Nice.
Please do. So this guy's got a huge amount of connectivity, but the movement and control is the other thing that's really important. And that's something we've been working on all of our camera range, is making sure when you're using a PTZ, it doesn't look like a robotic camera. So easing in and easing out of motion control and that kind of thing, to be able to bump a camera just a little bit if someone moves and isn't quite center on stage. Traditionally with a PTZ camera, you have to cut to another camera and reframe. With ours, you can really smoothly move it so it looks beautiful and buttery smooth. So.
Nice. Okay. What's next?
Next, I think the sibling to this guy is our 04 camera. So that's our outdoor version, effectively, of this camera. And it's actually just over your shoulder there, so we might wander across. The 04, it's available in white or also grey. This guy here is designed to basically be put anywhere on the planet. So it works at -40 to +60 degrees. It's got 12G SDI connection, so 4K 60. It's got a large sensor in here, so it's a 1/1.8 sensor as well, which means that it's great for dynamic range. It works really well in stadiums where you might get some shading across in an afternoon and things like that, so it's got excellent image quality. For the keen eyes, you'll see there's actually 2 lenses here. There's the video lens down the bottom, but we also have an infrared laser on the top, and that will illuminate up to 500 meters away in complete darkness. So
nice, okay.
It's actually an awesome security camera as well, but it's great for concerts and things like that where there's really dark environments. You can still see a huge amount of...
And I can see some waterproof connectors on the back as well.
We spent a lot of time I guess, deliberating on how you want to connect this thing up. With weatherproof cameras, quite often you have to have like a tail and then a junction box, and it gets a bit messy to set up.
Yeah.
And we wanted these things to be able to be installed really neatly. So the mounting options are great for it to make it look super neat on a wall.
Yeah.
And to fix or to help that, the connectors here have a basically a cable flange that you can put cables through that are already pre-terminated and have them go into the camera straight away. So you don't need to re-terminate cables inside the housing and that kind of stuff.
Really nice for installers.
Super easy to install.
Yeah.
And this thing is tough. It's all it's a full aluminium enclosure. The glass on the front is hydrophobic glass. We've done a lot of research. And
So no need for a wiper or anything?
That's right, yes. Our previous generation, we had one option that had a wiper and one that didn't. Problem with wipers is if it's too cold, they freeze over. If it's too hot, they melt.
Moving parts.
And after about 3 months, they don't work anyway. So having a highly treated glass actually is far more effective.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So the O4 is super exciting. Again, high bandwidth NDI as well as NDI HX3. So, excuse me. So you can work with whatever workflows you like. The good thing with these guys, and actually the whole camera range, is we have our BirdDog Connect platform built into the cameras now. So not only can these be mounted wherever you like, but you can access them anywhere on the planet as well.
Okay, so what do we need to do to sign up for
So
that?
BirdDog Connect, you can go to our website. It's just birddogconnect.io, and it's free for 2 simultaneous connections. So you can just jump on, and what that allows you to do is not only get control over the camera to be able to see what's going on, but you can start up an SRT stream, or you can start up a WebRTC stream to actually view the camera. And with Connect, we've actually extended both those protocols to give you full metadata control. So all your PTZ controls, all of your color shading and everything can be done remotely. And you get ultra high quality that coming through something like an SRT connection rather than an RTMP or something like that.
Excellent.
So it's really easy to control from there. And I guess speaking of control, one of our most popular products is actually the KBD, or our keyboard controller. And this integrates with all of our products, of course, but exceptionally well with these two.
Yep. And up to 6 cameras I see there.
6 cameras of direct input, but it'll actually control up to 200 cameras. And we have pages that you can set up. So basically you can switch between pages and all of those come across. It's got a multi-view built in, so you can either have a full screen view or you can see multiple cameras at once with tally borders and all of that. And it's also got a telemetry mode where you can see all of the camera settings just on that screen there. So it's really easy to operate.
Okay.
One of my favorite features on KBD is our flight path option, and that allows you to record a movement and then replay it afterwards. So for example, if you're starting up a show, you want to start with the logo of a stadium and then pan down to someone on a stage. You can just recall that movement time after time, which is fantastic. Event ceremonies and that kind of stuff make it really easy to have repeatable control. It's also got our superfine control as well. That's exciting because regular PTZ cameras only have about 16 steps of speed. And so the trouble with that is if you're trying to reframe a shot, or if you want to make a smooth ramp of movement, they can tend to be steppy.
Yeah.
We've got 250 levels of speed across pan, tilt, and then there's also a fine grain on the zoom control as well.
So we could do some really nice smooth
smooth control.
Yeah, great.
And specifically on the O4, we actually have the ability to change the speed of attack and sort of closing off of the movement. So if you're running in sports, you can make it so it's really fast. And so it'll accelerate super fast and start the action straight away. But if you're using it more for an artistic type movement, you can have it so it's a bit more motion controlled, so it looks like a camera operator. So we can work in the best of both worlds.
Great. What else we got to see here?
We've got lots of stuff actually, but I guess probably the exciting things for the show is across our camera range, we've also announced Dante AV-H support.
Okay.
So that's the AV version of Dante. I think probably a lot of people think of BirdDog and think of NDI.
Yeah. Well, you guys kind of innovated with the first NDI cameras. So.
I guess that's what we did 10 years ago, right? So, and obviously all of our cameras have SDI connections as well, so we can work happily in baseband. But on the IP side of things, Dante AV-H we think is really quite interesting, especially for education, some installed AV spaces where they've already got a lot of Dante on their network. So rather than trying to run sidecar with NDI, we can actually work directly in that Dante environment.
Yeah. And is that rolling out across the full camera range?
It is rolling out across the full camera range. We're showing it here across effectively all of the cameras that we have up there. Now, the exciting thing for us is we've managed to make it so that we can enable that in the field. So it's not like you have to go out and buy a new camera that's got Dante in there.
Yeah.
Most of the time they're kept separate. You have to have either a Dante camera or an NDI.
Yeah.
With BirdDog, these just turn up in the Dante activator tool, and then you can choose to activate a license to turn on Dante on there. So if you've already got a BirdDog X1 or an X4, you can go into the Dante activator and turn on Dante in there. So
excellent.
pretty exciting.
Love it. Well, congratulations on 10 years of BirdDog.
Thanks very much.
Thanks for the stand tour. Anything you want to know, you can get all these products on our store or contact us for a custom solution at onair.au.